And welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 1, the VGA remake. A remake actually made by Sierra, and much better than their remake of King's Quest 1. The fan remake of that game is much better. Sorry, Sierra. That's really loud for me, but you guys can probably barely hear it. Let's look around. There were a few Dead Sea Scrolls, a couple of Red Sea Scrolls, and some C++ scrolls, written in assembly language, and other even more esoteric. Esoteric, there we go. I've actually done some programming in C++. I swear it was meant to pain you, because things you can do in like 1 or 2 steps in C, it takes a lot longer in C++. But there's a reason I'm not a programmer. What's this? You see a wide variety of arcane objects. For example, scrolls covered with mysterious symbols and arcane incantations. That's not fun. Crystal ball, useful only to those initiated in the ways of wizardry. Even when we will not get a crystal ball. You see a wide variety of items. For example, a toaster oven, very rarely used. Electricity hasn't been invented yet. Oh, fourth wall, where are you? Alright. Crystal balls only initiated by witches, huh? Bottles of mephitic potions. Books dealing with sorcery, necromancy, and other occult subjects. Anything else? Dried mandray jerky, ew. A balance scale. Zara uses it to measure powders and maintain magical balance. Anything else? A hooded robe here for when it rains in here. Let's pause on that for a moment. For when it rains in here. Tinsel and shaft, very good for avoiding radar. As in the ones the cops have. Okay, we read all that. Let's look at Bunsen burner. The burning incense fills the room with a strange fiery scent. Sort of like what the apothecary is going to have later in another game. Okay, it's the same stuff. Okay, nothing new. This jar filled with corrosive-looking green substance. I bet it's acid. Okay. It looks like a sculpture of some weird bat-winged creature. Something that's not well known about, I think some people don't know about these games, is I believe even in the first one you were supposed to get the ability to have a familiar. Like you see here, and you'll see later Erasmus will have Fenris. The coals are burning. This strange globe radiates with an eerie light. Let's walk forward. And he flaps his wings. The Wicked Witch of the... Oh, no, it's just her. I am Zara. My companion is Damino. The items in the shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. I am stuck up because I am part elven. Well, let's talk to her. We can't greet her or anything. Yeah, but honor means nothing in this game. I am both human and fairy folk. You're an elf. I draw my powers from both. My name is Zara. This is my shop. And get out. Fairy folk. We are people of power and magic, capitalized, and live in the forest far beyond the mountains to the west. We never get to meet them. Ever. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't meet them ever in any of the games. Power is the essence of magic, that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. Magic is capitalized. Okay. Let's ask about her friend. Damino is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic. It's a very important thing to note about familiars. Not that we ever get one. Familiar. A familiar is a creature of magical abilities which has been summoned to serve the wizard. The summoning of a familiar is a most powerful spell, and it can be cast but once. It binds the wizard and the familiar to the end of their lives. The more powerful the wizard, the more powerful the familiar, although you cannot always judge power by the familiar's shape. Also important to know. Well, not entirely, but it gives us some insight into something later. If you have the skill of magic, you can learn the way to cast spells by reading magical scrolls. Just like in Ultima. Without the skill, you have no power. The more you practice spellcasting, the greater you shall become. Handy to know. Initiation. When you have mastered 9 spells and have the power to cast all, and proven yourself worthy by accomplishing a great deed, then you must undergo initiation to become a full wizard. Actually, if you notice, watch your eyes. You see that little flash? It's actually kind of cool. There is a place in the distant south where you must journey, but first you must become a hero here. Apparently, everybody reads our minds and knows we're here to become a wizard. A wizard is one who both shapes magic and is shaped by it. Erasmus and I are the only wizards in this valley. Erasmus is a wizard and a spellcaster who knows much about this area. He lives in a tower northeast of town, at the top of a steep mountain called Zauberberg. Ugh. He can be very helpful if approached properly, but he has a strange sense of humor. Okay, yeah, this is riveting. Yeah, I'm trying to speak to her. We know what Erasmus, power potion. The power potion restores your magical energy and costs 75 silver. We don't need to ask her about that. Yeah, okay. And we don't want to get any, she snaps. And away she goes. And we don't even turn around because apparently people disappearing is an everyday thing. Hey, let's look at the old lady. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her rocker. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Guild Hall. Sorry, I clicked that quickly. Judging by what the sign says, the building at the end of the street is the Guild Hall. At least you don't mock me like the narrator of the remake of King's Quest II. Mocked me so mercilessly. The Adventurers Guild reminds you of the one in your hometown, which we will never tell you about. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetar, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. The moose heads show up in a lot of Sierra games, especially the Quest for Glory games. We'll find out about the terrible Antwerp later. You see a registration book on the table, and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. Well, let's sign the registry. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. Yes. We like flourish. We actually get a point for looking at that. The writing on this page is very recent. It says, I, Kiji, have come to Spielberg to become a hero. My, aren't we full of ourselves? I will look at the other page. This entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Barnard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October. Huh, that's interesting. Let's see, can I stick my hand in the fire? You feel like your fingers are frying. Forget it. Oh, we're almost out of time, so just look at a few things. Even in death, this monster remains awesome. The plaque reads, Dragon, slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. It's the only dragon we're gonna see, folks. With a head like a panther, but a strong human-like quality that is still rather frightening. The plaque reads, Cheetar slain by Wolfgang Abanura. It's probably a play on Wolfgang Amadeus, but okay, we are out of time. See you guys next time.